How you feeling?
I'm alright, actually. I feel a lot better than I thought I would do. What is it, 2.5 weeks since surgery?
Yeah, exactly 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks-ish.
And you're really well back up on your feet and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not in pain at all, actually. And I just get tired really fast. And I'm obviously not allowed to lift anything at all.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel surprisingly well, actually.
Yeah, it's been really surprising how fast you recovered, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was expecting a longer recovery process, but...
I was. So it feels really nice to be back on my feet, even if I can't do loads. I'm still up and walking, playing with the kids. It's this last week, it's been getting better every day, I think. Before that, because obviously I got home from the hospital on the Friday after the surgery, and then I had 2 days where I was just moving around the house, and on the Monday morning I woke up with stomach bugs, so then I was sick for 2 days. Couldn't keep food or drinks or anything down, everything just came back up. Obviously that's not really what you want 5 days after a surgery.
Well, it's the very bottom of the list of things that you want when you've just had a stoma put in.
Yeah.
To be honest, the stomach bug.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things, like you couldn't write it.
No.
Stupid.
It's stupid. The bad luck just don't leave us at the moment.
It felt like it when we got sick, to be honest.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun couple of days with that. So then I was not getting out of bed at all for 2 days. And then Tom got a stomach bug. And I could barely move because it was so much pain in my stomach from the surgery. Tom couldn't move because he was really sick. And I'm not allowed to carry the children, so I couldn't even get them out of bed. So then my parents had to come around for 2 full days to take care of me, the kids, and Tom.
Yeah, your parents who were also recovering from the same stomach bug.
Yeah, we all had the same stomach bug, and my brother also had it. So everybody that was supposed to help us got sick. But luckily, not at the same day. So it was like, we were taken in turns, which was quite lucky in the way that we had help.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was a fun week. It was a great week. And that's about how our lives are going at the moment. So, I mean, it's just to laugh at it, otherwise you will get depressed.
Yeah, you're right, exactly.
So it feels really nice that I am up on my feet. I can do a few bits at least, and it's really nice weather, so you can sit outside in the sun and just enjoy life for a little bit, like suck in all the spring and all the nice before I get back into the hospital and laying in bed for a few weeks. Yeah,
because it's exactly a week away, isn't it, when you go back into the hospital?
Yeah, it's a week today. Yeah.
So we've got 1 full week left. Hopefully with a bit of nice weather and some nice plans. I heard that somebody's turning 30 tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's not me.
It's this old guy. 30 years old.
Yeah, old.
It is old, isn't it?
Yeah. Lucky you got such a young girlfriend.
Oh yeah, a full 7 months younger than me, whatever you are.
Yeah, a lot younger than you.
Yeah, young and healthy.
You just keep the healthy.
Yeah, so hopefully we've got some nice weather because it's forecast to be really nice. This weekend's been lovely so far.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
So hopefully this carries on.
Don't got much plans. We got a few bits that needs to be done before I go back into the hospital.
Yeah.
Mainly just enjoy family time before we can't have much family time again.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan.
Yeah.
One positive thing that we were talking about is a massive part of the surgery, the next surgery, was going to be you getting used to your stoma.
Yeah.
We've been given a bit of an advantage with that one. You've been given a few weeks practice with it before.
Yeah, something at least.
And you've been getting on really well with it, haven't you?
Yeah, as well as you can get on with it, I think. We said in the last video that it was going to be a temporary, but it's not. We've been to a meeting with all the different departments that's going to do the next surgery. And after being sat there for a bit discussing with the doctor, the surgeon, we decided that it's going to be a permanent stoma. because, well, it's many reasons, to be honest. One of the main reasons is that they said that they can do like a reconnection surgery, as they call it, where you don't need the stoma, but they can't promise that it's going to be good. And he almost said that it's most certainly not going to work well, that I'm going to need to use the toilet 10 to 15 times a day, and that when you need to use the toilet, you need to do it straight away. And because we want to live this kind of life in the van, I want to be able to go skiing with my kids, I want to be able to go in the forest, I want to be able to be out for a full day without worrying, is there going to be a toilet close to me? If you do the reconnection surgery, that's a much higher risk surgery than just doing the stoma one. And I mean, we got enough bad luck to say we don't want any high risk surgeries.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I want life quality. I want to be able to be outside with my kids, like without worrying about anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want any high risk surgeries. That's just how I feel. So together with their recommendations, we've decided that it's going to be a permanent stoma.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the more we've thought about it, the more it feels like the right choice, I think.
Yeah, if you look on the facts that the doctor gave me,
Yeah.
it's a super simple choice.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a choice, it's just like this is the way to go, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously if you put your feelings and your heart into it, then it's not as easy decision. I still decided that the stoma is going to stay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of mental process to get used to it and like know that this is how it's going to be forever.
Yeah. I think emotionally it's a much bigger decision. It's a much more difficult decision.
Yeah.
The emotional side of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look at it on paper and there's far more pros to having a permanent one, especially when you look at, like you said, the life that we want to live, being outdoors a lot and stuff, or the life that we do live, hiking, like you said, skiing. You can't do those things if you need to be within 50 metres of a toilet.
No, exactly.
You know,
you're not going to have any life quality from the perspective of the life that we want to live.
Exactly.
Like on the state where I am right now, I don't really care how I get life quality, but I just want life quality back. I want my life back and I want to have a good life back. And I don't care if it with a stoma or without a stoma. I just want to be able to live.
Yeah, yeah. You've lived, before you even got your diagnosis, you were struggling with those sort of things. Needing to be close to a toilet and whatever.
I've lived like it for about a full year now, to be honest.
And it's just, we want it to be over. We want to be able to go back to, camping without worrying about toilet situations and things like that. It just became an absolute no-brainer, to be honest, to go for a permanent stoma, I think.
Yeah. And then we've also, it's a lot of people who's been asking about what the how the surgery is going to be and what is going to happen. So now the plan is obviously, like we just said, that it's going to be a permanent stoma, a colostomy bag.
Yeah.
They will remove the uterus and what do you call the tubes?
Yeah, fallopian tubes.
I don't know what it's called in English.
I think so.
But they're going to leave my ovaries.
Yeah.
And then they're going to remove a large bit of the intestine.
Yeah, your colon.
Yeah. Basically all of it.
I think so, yeah, I think so. One of the things that the surgeon said was that if they had the choice, they would remove slightly more of the area around the tumour. But if you were going to try and reconnect it, then it was maybe a little bit less that they could remove in order to make it connect up good again. So that's another reason, like, we almost want them to take too much, take it all and more, just to make sure that it never fucking comes back.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big surgery. So they planned it for about 6 hours, I think they said.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a full day.
Yeah. And no visitors at all on that day.
No. Well, I don't know, because they said no visitors. I don't know if they meant, like, no visitors, but your husband is allowed. Like, that kind of thing.
I'm not really a visitor, I'm part of it.
Yeah.
Part of the team.
I think it's different to have visitors and to have you.
Yes,
like, it's
true.
not the same kind of thing, so we need to ask that, I think.
True.
You're not my husband yet, are you, though? But
Not yet, no. A lot of people leave comments like that, talking about your husband and stuff.
yeah, I ain't got one.
You ain't got a husband yet. Not ready for that sort of commitment.
Well, you asked me to marry you.
Yeah, but nothing's written in stone.
Just got a ring on my finger.
Yes. suppose one day.
One day.
One day, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move actually because my arm's aching a bit.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of an update from the surgery that's been and the recovery process, and also a bit of information about the surgery that's coming next week. So I think I am going to go in and have a nap with the kids, and Tom is going to keep working on the floor here in the van, so we at least one step closer to having a done van.
Yeah, feels like there's a lot left to do, but making a bit of progress at least. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes because everything takes time when you're building a van. The amount of sort of small details and stuff, it's just anybody who's sort of taken on the task themselves before will understand it's a big old operation, and obviously our situation at the moment means that we ain't got a lot of time, so it's mostly about just chipping away at it whenever we get a minute. But yeah, I know it's another simple video this week, but we wanted to just give you an update on how Molly's doing and stuff. Unreal to see how well she's recovered, to be honest. She's done such a good job. We were sort of expecting this emergency operation to have put her out of action for a few weeks, leading into the next operation. So, but obviously it's not been like that. She's got straight back up on her feet, and although she's not allowed to lift anything or do too much exercise or whatever, she's been able to enjoy the nice weather, and we've been out and about and stuff. So it's been really nice to see, and she's doing a great job. So long may it continue. I think the next operation is going to be much bigger, much tougher on her body, but she's sort of proven to herself, I think more than anything, after this smaller operation, that she's a tough cookie, and no matter what the doctors say about recovery time and stuff, she will do her best to make that as short as possible, I think. So she's doing a cracking job, and I've no doubt that she will with the next one as well. So a lot of talking in this one, sorry about that. We'll leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.